My name is Eric Podwojski. I run a company called Bitcoin Talent Company. Today we're going to be talking about working in Bitcoin, how to best position yourself to land a job in the Bitcoin industry. Yeah, so yesterday I was on a flight to Dallas, and I had all these slides put together, and then I realized nobody really cares about slides. So I'm going to try to keep this as simple as possible, and we'll get straight to the point here. So either how to get a job in the Bitcoin industry, or how to start a business, or have fun. Okay? This is my website, bitcointalent.co. So who are we? February last year, we kicked off this project. It was called Bitcoin Talent Co. The idea behind it was there was a bunch of crypto, right, recruiters, but no one really understood Bitcoin. And so what highlights to me is that we see through the noise of crypto, blockchain, Web3, and all their buzzwords to help Bitcoin-focused companies hire at scale. Okay? And I think that's really important for this conference, right? We're not here for crypto, we're here for Bitcoin. And if you build your business on Bitcoin, you'll do good. So yeah, I started last year, February, and then about 14 months later now, I'm here. So who am I? Like I said, my name's Eric Podwojski. I've been in Bitcoin since about 2017 or so. When I was at Penn State University, I was studying as an engineer, and they had a blockchain club, which was really funny. So I showed up to there, and they were shilling Ethereum, and I was really puzzled by that. Yeah. So from there, I learned that shitcoins are not Bitcoin. Nothing else matters, and I went full steam ahead into Bitcoin. I quit my job as a civil engineer after I graduated from school, and quit my job, said screw this, and went straight into Bitcoin. And it was a little rocky at first, but the first person I reached out to actually was Breedlove. I'm sure most of you guys know him, Robert Breedlove. You can think what you want of about him, but he is very intelligent, at least. So yeah, I just reached out to him and I said, "Can I work for you for free? Anything you need help with, I don't give a fuck." Right? I did not care. I said, "How can I help you first?" That's the point I'm trying to make. How can I help you first? You don't need to help me. So he answered me, and we kicked off a long time friendship. I was texting him this morning, actually. And yeah, from there. Sorry. It's all good. Yeah, from there, we kicked off a really good friendship. I put on 2 events for him, 150 people plus per event. One was Dr. Jordan Peterson. So I got to see all the behind the scenes behind that. It was fun. But yeah, I guess the point I'm trying to make is help people and they will help you back. Okay? So from there, joined Breedlove's private Telegram channel, chatted with others and made connections to that group, organized a meetup at Bitcoin 2021 in Miami, same thing in 2022, parlayed this proof of work project into an interview opportunity and full-time job with Bitcoin Magazine. So yeah, I was a former employee of Bitcoin Magazine. You can think what you want about them, but I saw a lot of shit from the inside. Yeah, fuck them. Yeah. So from that,
I guess we get into Bitcoin Talent Co now, and how I started a business came from that Bitcoin magazine. As I was working there, I realized this isn't the place for me. And yeah, my co-founder, who was a one of the first employees at Uber, I think one of the top 100 or so, he reached out to me over Twitter, and he said, "What are you doing? What are you up to?" And I was like, "I don't know, just into Bitcoin." So he reached out to me, and then he was like, "I had this crazy idea to start a Bitcoin recruiting firm." I said, "I like that." And then from there, I got fired from Bitcoin Magazine shortly after. But I was already not plotting, but trying to plan my next steps in the Bitcoin industry. So he reached out to me, and then I went full steam ahead, and I said, I'm going to believe in myself, believe in what I'm doing. I'm not going to work for someone, and I'm going to get my own job. So yeah, we started a Bitcoin recruiting firm in February last year, and this is a funny example of that. So as soon as we launched it, you can see here, this is May 14th, 2023. We put out a bounty, and we just asked the Bitcoin community, hey, we need a logo and a brand and all that kind of stuff. Who can help us out? And what's really funny is that a black African, I think he lives in Nigeria. He came to us with this, like a 10-page PDF. It was good. He was the best one. And yeah, so we chose him as the winner, and we paid him directly over Bitcoin. A random black African and teenager, we paid him straight in Bitcoin across the world instantly, right? That's funny. This is actually him. He earned 3 million sats. I don't know. What is that today? Someone tell me. What's the fiat price today? 1,200? 2,100? That's funny. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. So this teenager, he earned himself $2,100, which for him, that's a lot of money. And we paid him across the world instantly. And all we did was just put it out on Twitter and saying, hey, can someone help us with this? We'll put a bounty out for it. And he answered, so he won. Goes to my next step. So I've been working as a recruiter. That's not my professional background, but I've learned a lot over the last 2 years or so. I've learned what it's like to find talent, and this guy is really, really talented. Okay, I'm sure some of you guys in the room probably know him. We hired him for someone called a company called Zion at first. It was backed by Tony Robbins, about $3 million in funding, whatever. And he dissolved the company after we hired him. So right after, what we did is we hooked him up with Fetty. Right? I'm sure a lot of you guys know Fetty. Fetty's doing great things right now. And yeah, I mean, from there, I mean, he's been crushing it. But I really want to highlight a couple of things about him. Last Bitblockboom, actually before that, but I met him in person. He came up to me and shook my hand, and he said, hey, I'm looking for a job. And I recognize talent, so I saw it right away. And we were talking for a little bit. I got his information, all that. And then from there, he reached out again and said, hey, I'm looking for a job again. So that's how he hooked up with Zion and Fetty. The point I'm trying to make is you have to put yourself out there, right? You have to go shake hands. You have to go, I don't know, knock on people's doors, whatever you need to do. Get people's attention or they won't hire you. Yeah, so Alex is a complete savage. I'm sure a lot of you guys know this meme. There is no second best when it comes to finding talent. You find the best talent. I see. This is his resume. First place, second place, okay. First place, finalist. That's called talent, okay? This is your proof of work. And that's how you get in touch with people and how you get a job. All right. So, I don't even know the timing right now. It's only been 15 minutes. Next steps here. So we just launched a brand new job board. I don't even know what to call it, but we're trying to connect more talented people with Bitcoin jobs. So if you're a talented person, please go check out our website, bitcointalent.co, right? You can go create a login and all that. We have a bunch of jobs open right now. Relay, one of the top Bitcoin companies in Europe. They have a senior React Native engineer, senior Golang engineer. Satoshi Money is US based. Looking for a chief technology officer, full stack engineer, React, and another React Native engineer. The reason I bring this up is because I realize there's a lot of smart people probably in this room. I'm looking for talent. So if you're talented, please talk to me or go to our website and we'll go from there. You get your picture. That's it. That's all I had to say. I'm not really good at presenting, but yeah. I hope I got the message across. Go ahead.
What's available for people who are not technically oriented?
Okay.
How do I get into this and they're not technically?
Yeah, we'll go back to proof of work. What do they do? Or what do you do?
Well, they do. Well, I'm retired. 40 years in the planetary systems engineering. I'm talking about 20, 30-year-olds somewhere retail or just not Bitcoin oriented.
I'm 28. I don't have all the answers. But what I do know is you have to show your proof of work. So if anyone's interested, right, you have to go out and show it, and then you draw people towards you that will help you.
You get a lot of inquiries for
I get,
Bitcoin that are not technical.
yeah, I get probably 20 a day, and I can't keep up with it.
What sort of skills are
It depends. If you tell me your skills, I can probably go and place you with someone. Good.
I think something that's probably overlooked a lot is that there's a lot of people like this gentleman just offered to say that people looking for jobs in Bitcoin. And I think instead of looking for jobs in Bitcoin, I think if more individuals just take whatever it is you already do, whatever it is you're already good at, incorporate Bitcoin into that flow. And by doing that already, you're already making yourself a Bitcoin business and therefore can be embraced by the Bitcoin community. Therefore, you could become that person who employs people to come work for you, to pay them with Bitcoin. Use Bitcoin
Yep.
as a treasury reserve asset on your balance sheet, in your Bitcoin, in your regular day-to-day business already as it is. And just simply by just doing that, that makes you a Bitcoin business. You can become part of the Bitcoin ecosystem by just integrating Bitcoin into your daily workflow.
I have not much to add to that. I think first, if you're just starting out, maybe you go work for someone that knows more, and then from there, eventually you go start your own thing, and then you reach the point where you have a lot of Bitcoin wealth. You can do whatever the fuck you want, and that's why I'm here. I don't need to be here. It's just fun.
Going off of what you just said, the one thing, I'm a little bit into IT kind of things. One of the things I've been seeing is that if you want to break into the Bitcoin industry, you're in the IT field, your best bet is to stand up your nose, stand up, a miner, start learning all of that stuff, start logging on it, start exposing yourself. And then
Proof of work.
then you can present yourself out.
So what I would say to that is that everyone's looking on the internet right now. I look myself. I go find talent. If you're putting out quality stuff, I will come find you because I want to place you in a company then that's doing really big things or help you start a business. So put your proof of work out there. That's kind of the signal, right? And then from there, you can make a lot of things happen.
How about if you're a IT recruiter today, would that be a good transition into this world?
What kind?
What kind of IT recruiter?
Yep.
Like the security side, cybersecurity, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of my son, like in case he wants to leave the company now, I'm trying to push him more towards Bitcoin related stuff.
Yeah, I'll tell you a quick story. It was probably the hardest time of my life was leaving my job. So I went for an engineering degree, worked really hard for that, worked 2-3 years in this company, and I got paid well for it. But eventually I said, this isn't what I want to do with my life. So I left. It was tough. But now things are good. So,
So you started this?
yeah, I'm a co-founder.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I came in late.
No, it's okay. Yeah, so you just gotta, in my opinion, just do it, make the leap, and then from there, see what happens. The market will tell you. The market is telling me I am right. This business is booming right now.
So you said you go out looking for people who are doing proof of work, and then do you make the first contact, or do you say, hey, I need to talk to you?
Well, it depends. Sometimes I do, or I have a couple people on my team that do it. We have a guy that's a year younger than me, D1 baseball player, absolute savage. His name's Alex Mastando, the BTC recruiter or something like that on Twitter. But man, he can find talent. He worked previously for Kraken, Robinhood, and we took him to the Bitcoin side, and he's been crushing it. He helped me actually put these slides together this morning. Yeah. Like I said, I scrapped all my old slides, and I called him this morning. I said, hey, I need help. He answered, so. Anyone else? Don't be afraid. I know someone's got a question for me. Yeah. Go ahead.
Operations. So I've been in operations for a few different companies, and I, searched all the time. I've been on your website, stuff on there.
Yep.
Is that something that's hot right now, or is it already down the line? Because I know a lot of companies are just starting to build, and a lot of it is the IT side of it. You see
In my opinion, operations is everything. If you're an operator, man, I'll hire you right now. Or you go hire yourself. Go start a company. You probably don't need to be employed. What do you want to do?
honestly, I just want to get out of the fiat world into something doing Bitcoin because I'm at a point where I've got a good fiat job. I'm able to stack, and
What are you afraid of?
Finding the right company, probably in Bitcoin, that's going to sustain.
Hmm. What kind of companies are you drawn to?
More on probably on the financial side. That's where
Like fintech, linking banking too. Okay. Yeah, let's talk after this. One of you guys you had one?
I was interested to hear you say you were a civil engineer because I'm a 20-year civil engineer.
Nice.
He might not love his job
Mm-hmm.
and loves Bitcoin. So I'm wondering if there is a way to transition. So I like very, very technical, but
Me too.
that digital side. So
Yeah.
many other talents over the last 20 years not related to engineering. So I've gone into movie production, documentary films, you name it. So, but all at the time maintained this job.
Hmm.
Now it's like every day.
Do you need the money?
Not really.
So you can pay the bills for the next year if you had to? If you quit right now?
For a while, I'd be relying on life to a certain degree, right?
Yeah. Do you have kids? Okay, so it's just you and your wife? And she can support you if you really need to?
Yeah.
And you have plenty of funds for the next year? Dude, you're fine. Go figure it out.
But in terms of like opportunities in the field, like I'm trying to figure out what are the transferable skills, what are the tech jobs that
Yeah, it's going to take you about, it depends how fast you want to go. If you go balls deep like I did, probably 6 months or so, you can really tune in and figure out where you provide value to the space. And it's either go work for a company or go start something yourself. And if you have the brains for it, I mean, you can make a lot of money yourself. Yeah. I made a lot more money doing this than I did in my civil engineering job. And that was really hard for me at the time because I put so much work into that. 4+ years engineering school and then a couple other years learning on the job. And yeah, just believe in yourself.
Hey, Eric, I got a question.
Yep.
Talking to people last year and this year, a lot of people are non-technical, right? Can you give examples of proof of work that catches your attention that is non-technical?
Yeah, sure. You guys know Unchained Capital? We've hired most of their executive team. Most of them are not technical. We hired their chief marketing officer. We hired their VP of sales. A couple other people too for the company. And what I realize is finding talent is it's like a treasure hunt, right? I can only find the talent if you put out signal. So if you're not technical, go put out some signal and then I can go find you.
Well, I mean, but that's my point. It's like, what is an example of non-technical proof of work?
All right, cool. I think my phone died.
I think you need more tabs.
No, I definitely don't. Hold on one sec. Yeah, give me some more power. Okay, so this is something I started in 2021. I had a website and everything, but I nuked it. This is my proof of work, at least, when I was going through and when I quit my job. So the example I'm trying to give you is go just write about things, and then people will reach out to you. Just go write. Go put your ideas out there. I mean, I have now like 14,000 followers on Twitter, which doesn't mean anything, but the more your ideas propagate, the more people come to you. So I had actually, which is funny, Preston Pish follow me on Twitter today. I know Preston well, but finally, this is a guy that I've learned a lot from. Finally followed me. This has been something I've been putting work in for 3-4 years. I'll show you guys a picture. Yeah, so this is me next to Preston, my buddy Kenny, and this is one of the probably chief lightning engineers at Fetty right now. Very intelligent guy. He's way smarter than I am. You can see the date on this. This is from 2021. So fast forward 3 years later, and I'm doing this now, right? I wasn't sure of myself during that time, but you know, Bitcoin went up in price again, and I'm sure of myself again. So. Any other questions? Good.
So I have a lot of experience doing brand and messaging. I've been trying to apply for entry-level sales and client services position because I've been trying to make like that pivot. I've been finding it a little difficult where there's a lot of people kind of confused. It's like, all right, you have tons of experience in this other field. Why are you trying to jump way over here? Do you have any?
What do you want to do?
I want to, yeah, I like ideally sales or anything that's more client facing where I'm directly talking to a person. Because I did find that kind of messaging stuff, you know, very, even though I was good at it, a little isolating, a little not needing to directly talk to anyone.
What do you want to do?
Work for a Bitcoin company that is doing financial services.
Which company?
Something like Anchor Watch, Unchained. What was that new one? There's a new one that's doing life insurance policies denominated in Bitcoin, something like that. Pretty cool. Some of those new products, companies doing those. Merging
Okay.
traditional finance with Bitcoin.
Out of those three, which one do you want to work for?
Well, Unchained, of course, is the most awesome one.
Okay, cool. Here's my phone number. Let's go. We'll go call some people at Unchained. Do you know anyone from Unchained?
Yeah,
Who?
Mike Granaway, he's a new sales guy.
Okay, let's call him. Mike Granaway. All right.
You know, you got to be ready for anything. You know, this is the most ideal situation. Gotta take a sip of coffee for this.
Mike.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Hey, Eric.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm just sitting at Bitcoin Park, hanging out. What are you up to?
My man, that's awesome.
Yes, sir.
You're on speaker right now in a room of probably 100 people or 50 or less.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
How can my friend, what's your name?
Julian.
How can my friend Julian get a job with Unchained?
Hey, my guy. I know Julian.
I know Julian too. I realize who you are.
That's a great question. I don't know if I'm qualified to answer other than looking at what we have available right now, but I'm sure we'll be expanding as the year goes on.
Okay. So what do I tell Julian now?
To stay in the know with our most recent job postings and annoying guys like me and different people at the Unchained team.
Yeah.
At least that's what I did.
Who should he talk to next after you?
It depends on what department he's looking to get into. I know we were in a group text
Sales.
with
Maybe under Frank
yeah, Frank, I think.
or Trey.
Yeah, probably Frank, and probably stay connected with Frank as SDR roll out throughout the year. I think there is a plan to expand the sales team. I don't know when that time is, but I believe that it would be sometime this year.
Cool. Do you have any parting words for the audience here?
No, I'd say check out Unchained and setting up a multi-sig vault and making sure if you got Bitcoin to secure your Bitcoin the right way. So
you're the fucking man. I love you.
I love you, man. Y'all come to Nashville. Check out Bitcoin Park.
Yeah, we're in Dallas right now, so we'll be there soon. See ya.
I'll say hey to Rocky, and no, actually bug Rocky or
who's there?
Or JB.
Who's here right now?
Rocky and JB are there.
I know Rocky. Who's JB?
JB's he's an SDR. He's been in the seat prior to Matt Cohen and I getting into the role. So I'd say reach out to those guys out there.
What?
JB's an SDR and
one more time. Joe and Kiki are here.
Oh,
Kiki. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see them every day at Bitcoin Park. It's a funny story. Before my role with Unchained, Joe and Kiki reached out to me, and I got to go out to Dallas to work on a big mining rig with Guardrail.
Nice, dude. Hell yeah.
Anyways, y'all tear it up, and I'm here if you need me, but I appreciate the call.
Cool. Thanks, man. Have a great day.
Talk to y'all.
Bye.
Have a good one. Bye.
All right, where's Rocky at? We're going to go find Rocky. Me and you, after this talk, we're going to go find Rocky and we're going to go talk to him.
Oh, that sounds good. Thank you.
Yep. Who else? Go ahead.
Question earlier about friends and family, how you get them in. If the Bitcoiners on the spectrum, from no corner to maxi, what are companies generally?
It depends on the company. I've talked to many companies that are hardcore maximalist and they will only hire Bitcoiners. I've talked to companies that don't really care. But you need to understand a little bit about Bitcoin. So it depends. What do you want to do? While I have the mic, I think maximalism is kind of stupid. I consider myself a Bitcoiner because once you put yourself in a bucket, you're going to be labeled as that, and people won't listen to you as much. So I personally reject toxicity sometimes. Just be a Bitcoiner, be yourself. Honestly, that's my message.
I didn't say toxic.
Depends how toxic you are.
Sounds like far right extremists.
Sounds kind of gay. Yep.
A guy like me who might retire in a couple of years from a job he loves.
Why do you want to retire?
Well, at some point.
Yeah, he said he loves it. Come on.
I do. I fly a business jet all over the world, and I'm orange pilling people all the time. So I would love to.
That's all you got?
I would love to be a motivational speaker, face for company. I have tons of great stories. I mean, I have a great time talking to people. So I'm curious, like, do we have companies that need a presenter or that work at a booth, or I mean, I don't know. I'm not.
How good are you at talking?
Pardon?
Okay, so we got a real deal in the room, huh?
The real
He's
deal.
a real deal. He's orange pilling people in El Salvador, Nigeria. Every airport he flies.
Yeah, but he's flying out of a plane. I can do it digitally through my Twitter account. I'm faster.
I'll stop flying. I mean, I'm not in a hurry to retire, but I'd love to work for somebody and go do something and just produce value for a company.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Is there opportunities like that?
Yep. I interviewed a guy on my podcast that's doing that right now. He's a kind of a crypto guy. He's not really Bitcoin, but he still accepts Bitcoin payments, and all high net worth individuals, right? They want to pay in Bitcoin to go fly private and not have people track them. So yeah, he's doing that right now out of Miami. I don't know how big he is. I don't know, a couple $1 million or something, but if that's something you want to do, I'll connect you with him.
Okay.
I can look him up right now. Hold on.
What's your podcast?
I'll show you. Do you guys, who here owns a Trezor? And you don't have to dox yourself. I own one myself.